Beloved friends, welcome to PMC English. From so many days, we are discussing on Buddha and his philosophy and also and his dharma. In Buddha philosophy, mainly the Buddha has focused on life, needs of life and stages of life, and also noble truths of life. He mainly focused on the life, not on the divinity or the blissful state or the Atma or Paramatma. He mainly focused on the life. Why? Because when a human being had not understand the life, he don't understand the beyond life. Why? Because life is the essential core of being. From birth to the graveyard, everything, everybody, not only human beings, every creature on the earth, from life, from birth to the death, it will lead the life with total unconsciousness. Because of this unconsciousness, they are unable to understand the essence of life, purpose of life, and the different dimensions of life. Just they are leading their lives just like robots, very artificially and in a very miserable way. That is the reason why the Buddha will say that understand the life. What are the four noble truths given by the Buddha? Was the first one, he will say that life is a misery. Why the life is a misery? What are the reasons behind it? Means in the second point he will say that the misery is coming from the mind by the desires. What is the desire? The first one is craving and the second one is aversion. And what are the cravings and aversions? Every human being will develop in the mind throughout his life. Whatever he want to achieve in his life, so he will create a craving on that. And what the thing he does not want in his life, he will avoid it. And he will create aversion towards it. The one is craving and the other one is aversion. And it is the root cause of misery. I mean raga and dvesha, trishna. Trishna is nothing but it is the desire which was created by the mind or the society or the people or the conditions or the attractions in the society. So life is a misery. What is the reasons for misery? Was this craving and aversion, and the mind is the main root cause of misery, and mind is the root for the good or bad. Everything, whatever we are facing, it is the imprint of mind or the imprint of the society in your life. So how you get rid of this mind, and what is the solution for the misery, and how you come out of this miserable conditions in your life? Then the Buddha will say that this Arya Ashtangik Marg, the art of living, is the solution for the miserable conditions in your life. What is the art and what is the living? Everybody will lead their life on this earth naturally and very spontaneously. but they don't know the art. Living is also an art. Dying is also an art. And leading your life towards the eternity is also an art. The people who are living in the two-dimensional way, they don't understand the art. Majority people, I mean most of the people, and 95% people are leading their life with body and mind. Body and mind is everything to them, nothing more than that. They don't even think about the heart. Body and mind is everything. So you have to satisfy your body, and you have to satisfy your ego, and you have to satisfy your desires, and you have to satisfy your mind. So for this sake, they are sacrificing their lives, their whole life. They don't even understand the purpose of life and essence of life. Just they are leading their lives just like a robots or in a very artificial way. They don't know the nature, and they don't know the secret of this physical world and the physical body, or the nature of the mind or nature of their heart. They are completely leading their life in a very extrovertedness. The most of the people, they are living for food, clothing, shelter, and security, safety, and money, power, name, fame, politics. For the majority people, these are the main needs which leads them towards the miserable conditions. They don't even think that they are human beings. So for earning these things, I mean food, clothing, shelter, and money, fame, name, prestige, and to satisfy their ego, they are creating violence, atrocities, and robberies, corruption, bribes, and domination. They are creating discriminations, and they are creating the poverty and different types of conditions we are seeing because of this miserable people. And the most of the people, when we come across in our day-to-day life, when we see the faces of the most of the people, they are the misery sellers. See, when we are walking on the road, somebody will come in front of us. So when some people, when we see them, their faces, naturally, without knowingly or unknowingly, they will transfer their misery to you. They don't know that they are transferring your miserable conditions, their miserable vibrations to you, but they will transfer. Then naturally you will become miserable and you will get frustrated. Why? Because their vibes are different, their energies are different, and their behavior patterns are different, and this will influence the people one by one, and this whole world is becoming miserable. See, the thought has power, the feelings have power, and your physical deeds has power. So they will transfer from one person to another person. So naturally what happens, it will pollute the society, and it will pollute the people mindset, and it will pollute the people life. So the most of the people are misery sellers. They don't know that they are giving misery to others. They will think that we are in the miserable conditions and everybody is happy. But while seeing the happiest people, and while seeing the blissful people, they will create some jealousy. So because of that jealousy, that hatredness, they will create some miserable conditions in other lives. So that is the reason why we are seeing so many quarrels, violence in the families, in the society, and in the different concerts. We are witnessing it. nowadays. So violence has become more. So these whole society has become violent because of this mind. Mind is a weapon in your hand. If you use it in a positive way, it will help you to grow in the physical world or in the inner world. And if you use your mind in a negative way, it will harm you and harm others also. So the most of the people using their minds in the negative way, with a negative thinking, negative habits, negative behavioral patterns. Because of that, this whole world has become polluted with this negativity, with this violence. So the Buddha will say, unless until we change our mindset, unless until we have learned the art of living, nobody will change. So what is the art of living? The first one was right paradigm, Samyak Drishti. What is the right paradigm? For every incident, we have 3 stages. The first one is actual happening, what is the reality, and the second one is what are the illusions created by others, by the society or by yourself, and what is the truth behind it. So when we divide the incident in 3 categories, first you have to understand the actual happening, and you have to understand the illusions created by your mind or others or the society, and you have to understand the truth. So if you understand the truth, then naturally you will get the right vision, right view. What is the truth? See, all these negativities, all these miserable conditions will come and go just like waves on the ocean. But you are very much influenced with the waves. You don't know the depth of the sea. You are living a very peripheral way. You are witnessing only waves. But waves will come and go. Of course, sometimes a big wave will come, sometimes a small wave will come. But every wave, what is the nature of every wave? It will comes and goes. So if you understand this truth, so life is a series of incidents. Birth is an incident, growing is an incident, education is an incident, and career development is the incident, marriage is an incident, and producing children is an incident, and different types of conditions you are facing, that is an incident. And when we go further, the death is also an incident. So it is a series of incidents. Life is nothing but. So these incidents are just like waves. See, you have seen your childhood and it has gone. You have seen your adulthood and it is gone. Likewise, your young stage and youth stage, your family, all will coming and going, all are coming and going. Nothing is stable in this physical world, everything is coming and going. So if you understand this impermanence, if you understand this mortality, then naturally you will understand the life essence. So when you understand the life essence, naturally your mind will get purified. When your mind will get purified, then you will get the right paradigm. So first understand the actual happening, come out of these illusions. What are the illusions you will create around that situation? So when we ask the older people, how is your life? Then what they will say? Our childhood is good, but this stage is very bad. Childhood days are golden days, but these days are very bad. Why they are addicted to the childhood? Why this old age is miserable to them? What are the reasons behind it? Why? Because they are living in the past. They are living in the past. They are confined to the past, but they are not living in the present moment. Otherwise, they will live in the future. This mind will cling either to the past or to the future, but it won't stay in the present moment. So, what is the meditation? Meditation is nothing but it is the art of living in the present moment. Whatever is happening, just become witness. And whatever is going on, be alert and be conscious. And understand the nature of that state and understand the nature of that incident. Then you will understand that right paradigm. So, this life is permanent, this body is permanent, this mind is permanent, and this eternal world and this physical world is permanent. This is the illusion. Why? Because in the physical world everything is temporary. Everything will come and go. If you understand this secret, if you understand this truth, then naturally what happens? You will go in search of this eternal life. When you go in search of this eternal life, naturally your vision, your view and your paradigm will become perfect. So, what is the right paradigm? Right paradigm is nothing but understand the actual happening, understand the reality, come out of these illusions and you go beyond the truth. This is the right paradigm. Second one is right actions. How you will perform actions. See, the most of the people will will react to the situations. I mean, pratikarma. Somebody is doing some work and they will copy that work and they will continue it. This is according to the Newton law. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So, the most of the people are living in the reactions, not in the actions. See, when we see the whole life of a human being, the most of the time they will live in the reactions, not in the actions. So, when you really perform the actions, right actions, then naturally you will come out of these reactions. What are the reactions? Somebody will scold you and somebody will abuse you, you will react to it. Somebody will beat you, you will react to it. And somebody will construct a house, you will react to that situation and you will also construct a house. So, you are living your life completely dependent on others. You don't have any independent. That is the reason why the country has become independent but not the people. The people are under the slavery till today. What is the real independence? Real independence means you have to be master of yourself, not with the control of others. Of course, others will influence your life. Negative people will influence negatively and the positive people will influence positively. But you should have your own wisdom whether to accept it or not. You should have that prajna whether to accept it or not. You should have that stage to receive it or not. You should see the conditions which are created by the society, by the parents, and you are doing your life like that. So, you have to become discontinuity with the past and don't cling to the future. Live in the present moment. Why? Because there is no future. How you enter into the future? See, when the future has become the present moment, then you will enjoy. Otherwise, how you go into the future? Is it possible? The future also, when come in the present moment only, you will enjoy that moment and you will experience that moment. Otherwise, it is just an illusion. Future is also illusion and past is a waste paper. Past is a waste paper and future is a illusion. So, the present moment is the only moment you have in your hands. no past, no future. So when you know the art of living, when you know the art of living in the present moment, then you will understand the life. Why? Because this whole universe, this nature, these birds, why they look so beautiful? When you see the oceans, mountains, rivers, and this whole existence, why it should look beautiful? It is looking beautiful means it will lead his life in the present moment. See, the creation will happen in the present moment. The enlightenment will happen in the present moment. The meditativeness will come in the present moment. And you have born in the present moment, and you will die one day in the present moment, not in the past or the future. Why? Because single moment, moment to moment. What is the meditation? Living in the moment to moment, living in the present moment with knowledge, with wisdom, with awareness, and with witnessing. How you capture the moment of present moment? Means the present moment is a very sensitive thing to capture that moment. See, we will think that we will memorize in the mind that we have to live in the present moment, live in the present moment, but that will not happen. So living in the present moment is also a thought. If you are having that thought, you will go in the past or future. So the living in the present moment, just it should happen naturally. It should happen naturally, and it should come in a very natural way. Not that you are memorizing that you are living in the present moment. That is not the way. But how you will live in the present moment? Just become empty. Become empty and understanding the nature of emptiness and understanding the nature of this physical body and understanding the nature of this mind. See, how you get rid of your mind? What is the technique to get rid of your mind? See, we will see one example. We make friendship with others and we love others. So especially in friendship, what happens? First we will understand that person, his character, his attitude, behavior patterns. If the other person's behavior patterns or his attitude, when it will match to ourselves, our behavior pattern and attitude, then we will make friendship. Otherwise we will skip. Naturally it will happen, sir. Likewise, when you understand the nature of mind, when you understand the nature of your body, then naturally you will get rid of it. See, when you sit in the meditation, the mind is disturbing you. How it will disturb? Sometimes it will go in the past, sometimes it will cling to the future. So this past and future are the two mediums where the mind exists. When you are in the present moment, the mind will die. So whatever you are doing, whatever you are witnessing, just be at ease, just amness, suchness. Just accept the reality and accept the truth and become one with the present moment. Then you will understand the life and then you will understand the art of living. See, except a human being, in the whole creation, everything, every creature will be in the present moment except a human being. That is the reason why he is in the miserable conditions. So when you know the art of living in the present moment, naturally you will get the blissful state, naturally you will get the meditativeness, and naturally you will in the eternity. See how you will catch the point of present moment. Means whatever you are witnessing, whatever you are doing, understand the truth within it. See, while seeing the sky, when you see the open sky, what will you learn from it? Open sky. What is the nature of sky? The sky will don't touch anything. It will detach from everything. Just like a lotus flower in the mud. Detachment. Everything will go, everything will come and go under the sky, but the sky, it won't get attached to that things. So when you understand the nature of this ethericness, ethericness is nothing but your inner sky. Etheric nature is nothing but your inner sky. When you understand this, the nature of the sky, then you will come into the present moment. See, you do one experiment. When your mind was get disturbed, when your life get disturbed, just go under the sky and witness the sky for 5 minutes. Then you will get peace. Then you will get a blissful state. You will become empty. What happens when you witness the sky continuously without blinking the eyes? Here you will become empty. You will become one with the sky. What happens at that moment? Generally we have the 5 elements in our body: earth, fire, air, water and sky. These 4 elements, that earth, air, water, when these 4 elements will get influence the life of human being, especially these 4 elements will influence the human life, then what about the ethericness? What about the nature of your sky? So what happens when you witness the sky? Naturally these 4 elements, water, air, earth and fire, these 4 elements will wither away. Then your emptiness in you and your nature of your sky will merge with the nature of the outer sky. Your inner sky will merge with the nature of outer sky. Then naturally you will become empty. Then these 4 elements will wither away, and at that moment 4 elements will wither away and your body, your mind will get deteriorated. Why? Because you are connected with your inner sky. When you see the outer sky, you will connect with your inner sky. When these visions have become united, then you get emptiness. So when you get attached with these 4 elements, your mind will work. Your body will work, your heart will work. Then when you connect with your inner sky, your inner nature, then all these 4 wither away. And this is the technique to live in the present moment. Then how you connect yourself to that emptiness, to that ethericness? Simply when you close your eyes or when you open your eyes, simply see the emptiness. How you witness the emptiness? See, when you are looking to a person or an object, don't look the physical body. Try to look the center point, and you should focus on the center point. When you are witnessing a human being, you should focus on his forehead. When you are seeing a person, focus on his forehead. That is the center point. So when you focus on the forehead, what happens? Naturally this physical body will go away and you will connect to his inner consciousness. naturally you will become empty. Your mind will, it won't work, and body will not get disturbed. And this is the technique. And when you see an object or when you see a camera, you should focus on the center point. Or when you are seeing any object, you should focus on a center point. So when you focus on the center point, what happens? Naturally the physical body will disappear and this mind will disappear. You will become empty and that will become empty. And that present moment, you will enjoy the sweetness of that present moment. So this is the technique to live your life in the present moment. Just to focus on the center point. Whatever you are seeing, whatever you are witnessing, and whatever you are doing, just be at the center. Be at your center point. Be in the middle in a very balanced way. Don't cling to the right or left. Don't cling to the past or future. Don't cling to this dimensions. Just be at the center. Then you will witness that emptiness. Then you will know the that taste of the present moment. So when you practice this technique 24 hours, what happens? You will connect to the divinity. Why? Because the godliness is also the etheric way, in a very etheric way. What is the godliness? See, when we are witnessing the outer sky, outer world, when we see the sky, actually the outer sky is the form of godliness. You first understand it. It's a form of godliness. Likewise, in your inner also, there is an inner sky. It is also a part of godliness. So when this outer and inner skies will merge, then you will get enlightened. This is this very simple way. Then naturally you will get rid of this body mind in a very way. See, we should not go behind this unnatural things. We should not go behind this impermanent things. See, knowingly or unknowingly, everybody knows that body is impermanent, mind is impermanent, heart is impermanent. But everybody will go beyond that body, mind and heart. What I am saying is, you forget about the impermanence. You leave the impermanent qualities in you. Just to focus on the permanent nature. See, in your whole body, the ethericness is the permanent thing. The emptiness is the permanent thing. The shunya sthiti is the permanent. So, how you will capture? Means just daily, morning and evening. I mean early morning or in the night times, just to go behind the sky and just to witness the sky with open eyes. Gaze the sky with the open eyes without blinking the eyes. Then close your eyes and see the inner sky. 5 minutes outer sky and inner sky 5 minutes. And when you close your eyes, what happens? You will see the darkness. You will witness the darkness. Somebody will witness the darkness and somebody will witness the light, whatever it may be. Light or darkness is not the important, and that is your etheric nature in your body. So just witness whatever is you are witnessing in front of your eyes. Just to see the outer sky and see the inner. So just to do this experiment for half an hour daily, morning and evening. Then naturally what happens? You will become empty. So when you go in the meditativeness, you can be with no mind state some hours and hours. And this is the technique and this is the art of living in the present moment. So friends, understand this and do this experiment daily, morning and evening. Naturally, you will come in the present moment within 3 months. Then you will become enlightened with this technique also. Thank you so much.